I've got a bit of a problem with my ocean monument build. And that sounds really bad. But first, let me just reassure you in saying that I know exactly what I'm building. I know exactly what color palette I'm going with. That being, I'm going to be placing within the rebuild of the ocean monument. I'm going to be using the exact same blocks that it was built with, as well as, let me just do this here quickly, as well as one of the wood types from the nether. So essentially, this here is going to be my color palette, which by itself isn't a huge problem, let's be honest. I mean, I can just go and make a guardian farm in the ocean monument not too far from my current one to get these blocks here. That's not a problem. These are reasons you have to get from the nether. This is fine. This is not a problem either. The problem comes from the last block that I'm going to be using in this build. Where did I put them? Here you go. Say hi to the quartz brick. Yeah, I know. I said when I was finished with all of this that I was never going to go and farm for quartz again. I was never going to use quartz again in a major build. Clearly I was lying, because this is what we're doing. And yeah, this is not something I'm looking forward to. Because let's be honest, there are 3 ways that I know of that you can get quartz from. The first of which, what I did first of all, was to spend a ridiculous amount of time in the nether just mining around, hoping for the best. That's way number 1. Way number 2 is to make a stonemason villager, I think that's what they're called, stonemason villager, and then train them up to the highest level, master, I think it is, and then they will just sell you quartz for emeralds. That's way number 2. Way number 3 is, of course, to make a gold farm. Now, the easiest, objectively, the easiest way to get quartz from my current position is, of course, to just make a stonemason to sell it to me. However, that does have one slight problem. I mean, it would be easy enough for me to go to village over yonder, on the other side of this sand dune here. I could quite easily go over there and make a stonemason right now, this second, and I could level him up really easily, because I could just sell to him all of the regular stone I have. I could make a very simple stone generator machine and then just sell him everything and then level him up that way. Not a problem. But the amount of quartz I would need to do that, the amount of emerald I would need to buy the quartz I would need to make an entire ocean monument's worth of quartz, I'd be here for a while. I would lose my mind flying back and forth however many 100 times to perform the necessary transactions to make that happen. So we're instead going to go and make a gold farm, and then we're going to use that gold to trade with piglins to get the quartz. And I can see the questions now. I can see them now. But don't you already have a gold farm? Don't you already have one? And yes, I do already have a gold farm. However, the output of this one is so tragically small compared to the effort I have to put into this. I mean, here's how it works, don't forget. I have to run around, getting the attention of as many zombie piglin as I can, while avoiding any ghast, or anything else that may show up in the interim period, lead everything back to the kill box here, kill them down here, and then hope I get a decent amount of items, which then fall into these chests. So every time I do this, I'm lucky if I get maybe half a stack of gold nuggets. Ooh, look at this. A total of 26 gold nuggets. I'm rich. So yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be Wishing I brought some gold armor, first of all, because, wow, this is a lot of regular piglin. Give me just 1 second. Okay, as I was saying, what I'm going to be doing instead is taking a quick trip up to the roof of the nether, and I'm going to be building my newest gold farm there. So the first thing we're going to have to do is make a nice little custom staircase up to bedrock. Oh look, quartz, how ironic. And then when we're there, we're going to have to try and hope we get lucky within 16 ender pearls or less. Because if we run out of ender pearls, then I gotta go back and get some more, which, let's be honest, isn't exactly a fun thing to do, because the only place I know where I can get them regularly is the end, and I haven't exactly made an ender farm yet, so yeah, that's the thing I'll have to contend with. Alright, so here we are at bedrock. I'm gonna have to just get up here, and, oh, that's actually kind of perfect. I need to jump up here. I didn't bring a slab with me. Should be fine, doesn't matter. And I need to switch to my ender pearl. First, make sure that I brought the shulker boxes with me, which I did, which is excellent, because I'm going to need what's in those. I need to stand close to the edge of this block here. Then aim for the corner. Like, just about there. And then throw the ender pearl and pray. Okay, this is actually good. I can't see anything, but I am on the roof, so if I just jump once and twice... we're up. We made it. We made it! And we're in the correct biome because the sky is red. And I think we're going to be in the nether wastes, which is excellent. So yeah, we're here. We made it. We survived. Hallelujah! Oh, okay, well, I mean... It took me taking shots like Boromir to get up here, apparently, but we made it. It's fine. Everything's fine. So now that we're up here, I can place down these 2 boxes here, and I can take out the obsidian and the flint and steel, because this is how I'm getting home. This is how I'm getting off of this rock. Because it'd be kind of stupid if I got all the way up here, and then... That's an interesting bug. You know, if I got all the way up here, and then I couldn't get back home. Because here's the thing. You can use that trick with the ender pearls to get up here, but you can't use it to get back down. I don't even know where the hole was anymore. I'd be stuck without this, and that's not good. How did I go? 1, 2... Oh, that would have been right. That would have been right. I got 19 obsidian. Let's just make a slightly bigger than usual portal, because we can at this point. That might have been a bit too big. A bit too grandiose. It's fine. That should work. The old flint and steel. Alright, gonna get those 2 boxes there. And I've just realized I didn't take coordinates of my home base. This could be fun. Okay, we are underground. This doesn't tell me anything. Okay, I gotta get to the surface. Oh, I'm underwater. Right, okay. This doesn't help me. Is that where I came? Where did I come up? Help! Right, okay, this is where I came up. This bit here, so I need to make a marker so I know where I'm coming back to. This should be fine. This would be absolutely fine. This is what I get for not taking coordinates. Right, so speaking of, let's just write this down now. 1754, 69, nice. 113, there. That's where I have to come back to get back to this portal. Excellent, right. Oh, thank God I repaired my Elijah before doing this. The ocean's in that direction, which means the sun's rising over there. So I head... If we head towards the sun... First of all, it's going to upset Icarus. But second, it might give me a nice view... Wait, I recognize that. but it's in the wrong place. Is it? Wait, hang on. I know where I am. Oh! I'm by my monument. That's kind of ironic. Alright. Fair, I guess. Alright, well, now I know where I am. This is less problematic. We're back here, so we know where we are. We know where it is. I'm gonna have to try and dig it out somehow. Because, wait, I'm being stupid. I could just... Oh, right, that's right. I can just remove the portal and move it to the surface. Alright, excellent. So, I've got my marker. It needs to be within this chunk here that the hole is in. So now we have to just break the portal. Alright, so here's the hole that I made in this chunk. So as long as I place the portal in here, it doesn't matter the height of it or the direction it's facing. So let's think about this first. You know what? It just doesn't matter. I can change it for aesthetic reasons. Later. For now, I'm just gonna stick to a regular size portal because we're not going through that again. And then we're gonna reconnect it to the portal that I made in the nether. And then everything should be good. Now this should take us back onto the roof of the nether. If it doesn't, then something has gone very wrong. Let's find out. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Although I love how this is kind of in between chunk borders. I love how this is between borders, but the one in the overworld isn't. I wonder which one's the primary. Probably this one. There's more of it in here. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So, with that done, I can now just start taking everything out of here that I need to use. First of all, I'm going to need all of the stone, so let's just grab this. In fact, what I might do is put the obsidian and flint back in there, along with the netherrack and the dirt. I'll keep the gold for now, because that'll come in handy. That's something else I didn't bring with me. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, right, they're down there. Nothing can spawn on bedrock. That's fine. So what I will need to do is... I'm going to just mine these two and carry them with me. Because, well, what's the point in leaving them down here, you know? Alright, so there's another portal. Need to make sure I'm still in nether wastes when I'm doing this, so it's fine. We are currently at 120. 128. So I want to go up something like 70, 75 blocks, I think. Should be about right. And then I can start building. So that's 70 blocks high. This should be enough to take me away from many spawn points down there. I mean, there's going to be a couple still where I was digging up to get to the roof, but that's kind of unavoidable, unfortunately. I suppose thinking about it, I could have placed like slabs or carpet downs while I was digging up, but it's fine. That's going to be like 6, 8 blocks, maybe 10 total on the way up. That's not a problem. So next I need to... In fact, let's go 5 more. Although I gotta be careful because the build height is only at a certain point. I don't want to reach that too soon. Because if I do, I then have to bring the farm down slightly, which would just take a lot of time. But never mind, we're at the right height now, I think. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a bit of a platform here that we can work from. This is going to be where the chests are going to be stored for item storage. So we're just going to make this a little bit wider and longer so we can actually walk around here relatively safely. There we go. That should be big enough for now. And then we just place the 2 shulker boxes there. Reason why I didn't bring enough ladders for this is because, well, I can fly, so it's kind of pointless. So what do we need next? We need the redstone stuff, which is in this box here. I'm going to need you, and you. And let's grab the carpet as well while we're at it. Need the torches. And that's it for now, I think. I don't know why I brought 2 stacks of redstone dust, but I guess you can never be too careful. You know, I'm actually going to make this slightly wider as well to give myself more space to work in. And longer once more, so I don't accidentally fall off and have to fly back up here. So that's that done. So where are we going to put the chests and the hoppers? Let me think. If we put them here, we can have the rest of the machine over on that side maybe, or even above us. Maybe above us would be good. So we can go 1, 2. Whoops. I keep forgetting you can't crouch and place it unless you attach next to it, so we'll just stand and do this. So that's going to be 1 box for the zombie flesh, 1 box for the gold nuggets, and honestly, because I'm not going to be killing them myself, that's fine, because you don't get gold bars or weapons from them unless you kill them yourself. So that might be okay. In fact, you know what, yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. And then, oh, I did it again. We're just gonna put 2 more, like so. And then attach the hoppers to the side of them like this. And this is a good base to start from for the actual build itself. So I'm going to build a little bit of it and then come back when we're partly done and explain my way of thinking. And here we are. The redstone portion is finished. And if it looks familiar to you, well, there's a reason for that. You see, what I've done is I've created a variation on the item sorter, because there was one massive problem that I've always had with the item sorter, and that is with the number of items that you traditionally have to have just sitting in one of the hoppers waiting for it to activate. Typically, with the standard way that the item sorters are created, you need to have 4 junk items in the right-hand side, and then you need to have 41, I think, 40 or 41 items of what it is you actually want to have in this left slot here before it starts sending things down to the chests. And that's never really sat right with me. That seems like far too many. I understand why. Because the way it's built, let me just come over here and show you quickly. The way it normally goes is instead of a comparator at the end here, it drops down. And there's, like, that redstone there, instead of being at that point, it's 1 block back, and then you ignore this line here. There's no repeaters on this section, it's just this repeater. So it would go redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust, repeater. And the reason why that has kind of stuck around over the years is because designing it the original way is great overflow protection. I will admit that. If you do it that way around with the 41 items stacked here, there's no danger that you can accidentally trigger anything else and thereby, you know, flushing the junk items from a nearby hopper. The old way, that's almost impossible to do. This way it is possible to do that, which is admittedly bad, but only if you use a water stream to feed items into hoppers in a row. If you're using this kind of system, there's no danger at all because things only get fed into hoppers 1 item at a time. So having a less safe overflow method is irrelevant at this point. So the way that I've designed this one with the comparator into the block, etc., etc., means that you only need to wait until you get to 18 items as a trigger point thing, if you will. Because as soon as you put 19 in, it then sends 1 or 2 items down through the system into the chest. And that is a lot better. So if we check this bottom chest here, if I make it actually safe to walk to, like so, there's going to be 6 gold nuggets in there. So that system works perfectly. Now, I didn't bring any zombie flesh with me, so I can't put them in here, but considering, like I said, we're not killing the zombie piglin ourselves, we should only get flesh and nuggets. We shouldn't get anything else. But in case we do, I've put a chest at the end to collect any weird extra stuff we get, which I suppose we might do because we could still end up getting magma cubes, although I don't know if they die to full damage, thinking about it. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. But we should only be getting 2 chests worth of items. Zombie flesh and nuggets. So, with that explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and build everything else. You know, that sure is a long way down. 25 blocks to be exact. I'm glad that it's not me that's going to have to fall down there over and over and over again. It's going to be the zombie piglin. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I am fine with it not being me. It sounds kind of cruel for it to happen to anything, really, when you phrase it like I just did. But I need my gold. So this is platform number 1 finished. So what we need to do now is place a few blocks like so we can get to the middle. Place a turtle egg on top of that block. At this point we can get rid of this one. We don't need that anymore. That's going to need to be cleaned up in a moment. But it's fine. It's fine. Not a huge issue. Not the biggest problem in the world ever. And then from here, we need to make sure that the turtle egg cannot be got to by the piglin. So we place trapdoors around it. And then we close every single one like that. And now, get rid of that bottom block. And that egg is perfectly safe. And that's the first platform completed. We need to do this 3 more times. And hope that A, we have enough magma blocks to do this, and B, we have enough build room to do this. It's gonna be an interesting one for sure. It's gonna be close on both counts, I think, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And it's gonna be worth it in the long run. And we're done. We've made 4 platforms of magma blocks. And we've created like a Venetian blind effect almost of glass blocks. This is purely to stop ghast from spawning up here. Because honestly, that's the last thing you want. You don't want to have ghast interfering with anything spawning on the top platform. And then just like ruining your life by throwing... what are you doing? Oh, right. Okay, that's the block that I put the magma cubes on, and you can see it's working already. It's working already, although I do need to come down here and fix this, because don't forget I did actually drop some stone into the mix. So we gotta get rid of that and then grab that, and that should be fine. So what are you doing there? You shouldn't be spawning up there. Are you the, Oh, right. Hold on. This could be a problem. Hang on. One second. Are you the pig that was up here earlier? Because I don't see how you would have spawned otherwise. So let me just go ahead and get rid of you. Goodbye. And then I need to do that, and we should be sorted. Not as many as I was envisioning. Maybe I need to make myself an AFK cage slightly higher up. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's do that. Well, I don't know about you, but I would already call this a much improved situation as far as gold farming is concerned. And this is a huge improvement over the gold farm I built previously. I mean, I've been up here for only like 5 minutes at this point. And I kind of want to go down and see how much gold I've got already. Now that's not that bad. 3.5 stacks of gold nuggets, and all I've done is just stand on that platform for 5 minutes. That's amazing. I'm going to go back up and wait another 15, 20, and then come back down and check again. So I ended up leaving it for about an hour instead, and this is the result. This is crazy to me. 4 rows of gold nuggets in an hour. That averages out at about 1 row every 15 minutes, which is just absolutely crazy. Mainly because this isn't even a perfect build when you think about it. I mean, I gotta go stand up on that pillar there to make it actually work. Like, I can stand here and it does some stuff occasionally. But if I really want the pigs to fall, I gotta start climbing this ladder. You know, see, it starts working almost immediately. So I've got some work to do as far as that goes. And I've also got ideas for how to improve it generally. You know, like, think what I did with the iron farm in the overworld. You know, have like 2 towers kind of thing. Think along those lines, and you're not too far off what I want to do with this. It does mean I have to now farm an absolute ton more magma blocks, but that's easier to find than quartzes. So that's not too bad overall. But oh, I missed. But you know, 4 rows of gold nuggets in an hour. Like, I just got that from literally 2 minutes of talking up there. This is so crazy. I could maybe even double this. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have only just built this thing after all. But this does mean that we can now go and barter with some piglin. After we get a crafting bench here. And here we go. I can just put this right there. Which means I can now actually just move everything over that I can. And then search for gold ingots. I don't know why I keep calling them gold bars. Wait, what happened there? What? No. I want to... I swear. This thing sometimes. That's what I want to do. That. So if I just go ahead and just fill that up there. Perfect. I don't know why it defaults to block of gold with that. I mean, sure, that's one way of doing it, but it's not the only way, you know? And after converting all of those gold nuggets, I now have 4 stacks of gold ingots, plus 4. That's a really good return. Next task, find some piglin. And let the trading commence. Although you guys have a lot of gold to get through, so if you could just hurry up, that would be fantastic, please. Thank you. Because I'm only interested in nether quartz here, what I'm doing is anything else they give me is going straight into a shulker box, and whenever they do give me quartz, and shoot me for it apparently, I'm just going to go ahead and spread the quartz out, so that only that gets a slot. There we go. So now I shouldn't get anything else in my bags except for nether quartz. Which is exactly how we like it. Now we just stand here for a little while. I'm going to level with you. 29 pieces of nether quartz for 4 stacks of gold ingots isn't the greatest return in the world. However, it is proof of concept. And all this means is I just have to, A, increase my gold production, which I've already said I'm pretty sure I can do, and improve the way that I can trade with the piglin in the first place. I mean, that in itself isn't really going to give me an increased number of nether quartz, but this whole thing here, putting them in like a small hole in the floor and throwing gold at them, because of the number of different items you can get from them, it does give me an idea for something I can do. And I'm kind of half tempted to do that before I go ahead and construct the Guardian farm that I'm going to need for all the prismarine blocks. But another part of me kind of wants to not do that just yet, because it means getting sidetracked again for a different reason. But I think I might do it anyway. It's not going to be the kind of thing that I do now, because I think this episode's gone on long enough, but for next episode, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back here into the nether, and somewhere, maybe even on the roof next to the gold farm, I'll try and see if I can construct some kind of room or some kind of thing where I can get the items from the piglin easier, because having to sort through it myself is a bit of a problem. Basically, I'm saying I'm going to make an item sorter for the piglin traits. That's what I'm basically saying here. And I think it's going to work really well. So that's what we're going to do next time. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.